Hey neighbor.
Hey guys.
Welcome back to another video. Today we're bringing you down to the shore with us.
Woo!
We are your neighbors. We are your hosts. There's a whole truck behind us, so we're just gonna wait and park.
You guys should have seen us trying to set this up.
Oh my god, it was terrible.
We're here.
But first step of a Jersey beach day is a Wawa hoagie.
Sicily?
We all got one.
Yeah.
Mine is in the bag.
And we're on our way to the beach. So
An iced beverage of choice in hand. I've got the strawberry dragon fruit.
Is that
juice.
the energy?
No, I didn't get the energy one. I just got the regular
I'm curious
refresher.
about that.
But there's like some fruit pulp, and it's kind of not giving.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like a little dried fruit.
Ooh.
No.
I don't mind the dried fruit, but like you see there's like seeds on the bottom.
Yeah.
Like I don't like that. That makes me feel uncomfortable.
if you've never been to the Jersey Shore before, you're gonna experience a Jersey Shore beach day with us today.
First step is getting out of Wawa.
Yeah, there's so many trucks right
With
now.
all the union men
Literally. Why are they all here right now?
getting fueled up.
We're driving in my car and it's just so cute. It's a vibe, but it's giving clown car vibes.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
When you
'Cause
just
we're
have too
stuffed in
much
here?
stuff in the car.
But
It's
we're
okay.
making it work.
You're making it work.
Yeah.
Janina drives a buggy, you guys.
Yes.
A convertible buggy.
So we're sacrificing on the convertible part right now to
For you!
just for you. But on the way home, don't worry, that'll be the vibe. And we're back.
You guys have asked and we are delivering our summer book recommendations, which I'm very excited about because I love to read.
I miss having a summer reading list in school.
I don't.
I don't miss that at all.
Only because I felt forced. I don't like being forced to read a book.
I never read the book.
Me neither.
I don't, like, I definitely didn't like being forced, but I like that, like, it just built the habit of you read a lot in the
Yeah.
summer.
That's true.
And also I feel bad because I didn't appreciate the books then. Because there
Same.
were certain books that we had to read then that I was like, oh, screw this. And then I read as an adult, I'm like, oh, this is kind of a good book.
You know what's a book like that for me? The Alchemy, or The Alchemist,
Oh,
by
people like
Paula
that, right?
Coelho. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to read that my summer going into high school, and I was like, what am I reading right now? I do not get this.
Yeah.
But I think if I reread that now, it would make so much more sense, and just, I would get so much more out of the book.
I do remember feeling that way about that book.
I literally fell asleep trying to read it. I could not.
Did you guys ever read The Handmaid's Tale?
no.
I've seen a little bit of the show. I have the first book, haven't read it yet though.
I think that was a good book. That was when I reread in 1984. I was like, in school I hated 1984.
You read that last summer, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
cute. I remember you
Like-
posting about it.
Beginning of last, yeah, something like that.
I want to read more classic books, but baby steps.
Yeah.
I can go first because my list is the shortest.
Okay.
Okay.
So, in general, I feel like self-help books hit differently on the beach because you feel so inspired when you're at the beach. You're like, wow, I want to live this healthy life. The world is so peaceful. The earth is so beautiful. So I feel like in general, self-help books, I mean, some people might find them like corny or embarrassing, but I think they're cute and they're fun. My favorite book of all time that I'll just always recommend is Tiny Beautiful Things by Cheryl Strayed. It's about just like growing up as a young woman, entering adulthood. Favorite book ever.
Sounds like I'll cry if I read that.
I feel like I remember you
It's like my favorite book ever.
I still haven't read it.
And then in that same vine is Eli Rallo, who you guys know that I love. Eli Rallo's first book is called I Didn't Know I Needed This, and how she has like rules for the month or rules for whatever, and she does the ins and outs that we stole from her.
Yeah.
She has that just in book form, so it's like navigating.
They just didn't have to store, like...
They did not have
just
to act like
cardboard.
that.
It's like every chapter is a different situation, so it's like navigating love life in your 20s, friendships in your 20s, just like all these things. And I haven't even finished it yet, but it's really good, so I recommend that.
I didn't know she was an author.
Yeah, it's her first book. She's working on her second one right now.
When did the first one come out?
Last winter. I think I got it in February.
Okay.
My final recommendation is books that you've seen shows to, which like
Ooh.
I probably would have judged in the past but now that I'm reading one day, I'm like, it's cool to read a book on a show.
Yeah.
So basically anything that there's been an adaptation to on screen, I feel like it's just fun. That's something that's fun to read at the beach, because you're not like, it's not like it's your life. Like, it's just a casual read, and like you can imagine things in your head while you're chilling at the beach. Like, you're not using your brain too much.
Yeah.
Which is why I think that show books, movie books, are good on the beach.
I love when you read a book, if you happen to read the book before the show, and you imagine what the characters are gonna look like, and then to see how it compares.
Yeah.
Because that's always crazy. It's always different.
Yeah. But my examples were One Day, The Summer Turned Pretty, and like all the John Green books, because I love those movies.
Oh, I love John Green.
I got
He's
John
one of my
Green
favorite authors.
on here.
So good.
His anxiety book was so good. Turtles all the way down.
I never read that.
Do you want to borrow it?
Yeah, I would.
It's on my bookshelf.
Okay.
I love John Green.
But Looking for Alaska, great book.
I love that book.
Is it on there?
Yeah.
I think that's a perfect segue for you
Yeah.
to go into
Okay.
it then.
Well, that's on my list because I was trying to pick books that I felt were kind of summery vibes, and that was at summer camp, right? I really like that book. Okay, other ones. My Policeman by Bethan Roberts. That is the one that had Harry Styles in it, of course. Same thing. It's kind of like in an ocean town. I like romance books. So things like of that nature are really good. Just Kids, Patti Smith.
It's not sad.
It's sad, but it's good. It's a memoir, and I think, oh my gosh, if you are someone that appreciates music or you like books set in the city, I mean, it's not set in the city, literally, it's just her telling her life of her being like an artist in the city and all the people she met. Such a good book. I remember I flew through that. It was so good.
Let's check that out.
Normal People by Sally Rooney. I constantly recommend this book.
That's a good show book.
Oh, so good. I know some people don't like Sally Rooney's writing, but just get over it. Just keep reading. It's so good. Honestly. Next up, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep by Philip Dick. This little sci-fi moment. This one is really good. Another one. I usually don't go into sci-fi, but if I'm recommended a book, I will read.
Check it out.
I'll read anything that somebody recommends. And that one's crazy. Also a movie. Movie is good as well. Siddhartha. And so when Haley said that she watches or reads self-help books, I haven't really gotten into that genre too much, but this one kind of, I guess it's considered classic a little bit. It's talking about the meaning of life. It's this guy trying to find his meaning, and he tries all these different lives, basically. And it's really good. I like that. It's short. And Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin.
Oh, with like the colorful
Yes. This book is so good. I read it for book club. I highly recommend. It's basically two friends that they know each other as childhood friends, have a falling out, then they reconnect, and they're making a video game together. It's just crazy. It's sad, fucked up, but really good book. Yeah, that's kind of my splurt.
That's your whole list?
Yeah.
Damn, guys.
My other ones are depressing, so I'm not gonna put that. I won't put that on you guys.
So I've got my list over here. First up, and it's the book that I'm actually in the middle of and maybe finishing today. We'll see. I don't know how quickly I'll read it. But it's called In 5 Years by Rebecca Searle. I'm so awful at pronouncing names and things in general, so I'm so sorry if I butcher anyone's name at all. Okay, but it's about two best friends in life from childhood. Like, they basically live together. The one girl gets engaged, and then she has a dream that same night that she gets engaged, but it feels more like she fast-forwarded 5 years in her life, and she's engaged to someone else, different ring on her finger altogether. Like, what happens? So, what causes that between the next 5 years, because she was so obsessed with her current fiance. So, I'm right smack in the middle of it. That's all I'm going to say, because I know a major plot point, and whoa, that was crazy.
I feel like have you told me about this? So maybe I've heard from somebody else.
Maybe.
I've never heard of this book. That sounds really good.
Yeah.
We did talk about it. I picked it back up to finish it now.
Okay.
I had started it like last fall, and then I didn't touch it. And then I picked it back up and was like, I should finish this now that I'm engaged.
Mystery, or is it like a rom-com? Like, what's the
It's
vibe?
definitely not a rom-com. It's not a mystery because you know what's,
You know what the end is.
yeah, but like how she gets there and how the switch up happens is the plot twist that I had just discovered. So I don't want to speak to that because for a first time read, you're gonna be like, whoa,
Yeah.
that was crazy. Yeah, so love that. Next up is Wicked by, I did not fact check this name. I'm pretty sure it's Gregory, but I also wrote down George. Not sure. It starts with a G and the last name is McGuire.
Oh, well,
It's the book that inspired the Broadway show Wicked, which inspiring the movie Wicked. So why not read the book, especially if you don't live in the New York City area, for you to go see the Broadway show?
Gregory.
Gregory, okay. So I was right with what I said, but wrong with what I wrote down.
It's all right. Chad was talking, our coworker was talking about this book. I believe this is the same one he was talking about, and I heard really good things about it. I think I wrote this down.
I've had this book. My brother gave it to me when I was like 7.
Mhm.
And I've tried to read it like several times throughout my life, but I think just watching Wicked again for the first time recently,
Yeah.
I think I'll appreciate the book now, which is why I put it on my list.
Yeah.
Especially with the movie coming out, it just feels like a no-brainer.
Yeah.
These two are going to be really quick, so I'm just going to get them out of the way, and then we'll get on to the fresh recommendations. But if you've seen any of our previous episodes where we talk about books, I'll give you 3 seconds to comment down below what I'm going to say. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Hunger Games! All 4 books. And Percy Jackson / The Heroes of Olympus series, all 11 books, soon to be 12. Okay? You know, I love them. But Haley and Julia challenged me, if I'm going to reread books, I have to read new books.
Yeah.
So
Every other book
yes,
has to be new.
I have a 2-to-1 ratio of non-rereads to rereads.
That's amazing.
Okay.
So, in total, because I'm recommending a lot of series today, in total, you're getting 33 books that I'm not rereading and 15 rereads.
Oh my God.
So, you have a summer reading list as fuck right now.
15 is crazy.
Yeah. It's okay. And it'll be soon to be 16 because he's releasing a 7th book for Percy Jackson
Yeah.
at the end of the summer, which is why I have to reread it. Come on now. So anyways, those 2 series aside, the next book / series I'll recommend is the first book in the series is called Shatter Me by Tahir Mafa. No idea. I totally just butchered that. But I just got this book. It's supposed to be somewhat dystopian,
Mm-hmm.
and there's 10 books in the series total. So if I do like it, I am set. You know me, I love a good series moment. So I'm here.
I think I've heard good things about Shadow Me.
But yeah, one of my friends found it on TikTok and she gave me a copy. And she was like, I think you'll like this. I
So
was
wait,
like,
the series is complete?
The last one came out in 2020.
Okay.
And they had come out like basically like one a year. So seemingly should be done. But I guess sometimes you never know. Just
Yeah.
look at Percy Jackson.
Yeah, true.
So that's that. Then this next series is 7 books in total. And it starts with Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I will give a slight disclaimer. The first 3 books in the series are going to be rereads for me, but I haven't read them since I first read them years ago. So I don't really remember what happened. So I'm counting it as a fresh book.
I kind of remember that series as well.
I remember like liking it and it being like eerie and horror-esque, but not like horror, not like scary horror. Horror in the sense of like just they are not mythical being, like
Yeah.
they're mythical beings and something bad is happening to them. So love that. Going on the self-help book, I've got one self-help book written down, and that's because I'm starting 75 Day Hard July 1st. So I'm going to read first You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. It's a self-help book, but she just like I've read like the first 2 chapters of that, and she kind of just like talks to you like you're having an intervention, you're in the middle of a crisis, like you got this, girl.
Yeah.
Pick your heels up and lift your head high and go do the thing. So I very much will need that, especially when I'm going to be questioning everything, going, why am I working out twice a day? I haven't worked out in years. So starting there. And then last but not least, the Bridgerton series. Going off what Haley said, books to shows are so in right now. And I really want to read all of Bridgerton, including the prequel book. Okay, so I really want to read all 8 books for the kids, and then there's 4 prequels. I have the first prequel. It's called Because of Miss Bridgerton, something like that. So I'm going to start in chronological order, not in book release order.
Okay.
Very controversial. I did the same thing when I watched Star Wars for the first time. We watched it in chronological order, and I very much appreciated that.
Doesn't that kill lots of the plot?
No. First of all, I didn't know that Anakin was Darth Vader. So when I found that out at the end of the 3rd movie, I was like, oh, what?
I still have no idea.
Spoiler alert! Major spoiler.
The only thing I think of when I hear Star Wars is how in Pitch Perfect they're like, duh, Darth Vader means father. That's all I think.
Okay.
Because I've never seen Star Wars, so I just think of Pitch Perfect.
I haven't either, honestly.
That's okay.
My
Because
dad
I think
likes
it's
that.
Jesse. He's like, his name is literally father in German.
Oh! Yeah, I didn't know that.
The more you know. But yeah, that's my summer reading list.
Sorry.
It'll take me into fall. That's my end of the year, like second half of the year reading list. That's my goal.
That's a solid list.
It is a solid list.
Solid list. That's like 45 books in total.
Yeah. I mean, I hope you guys found at least one book recommendation. Janita carried.
You
I
did
think-
carry.
I've got a whole bookshelf, okay? Don't even get me started.
Because you're good with series. I haven't read a series in a long
Yeah.
time.
I love a good series.
I just gotta get into it again.
Not that I don't like standalone books, because there are some that I love, but to just dive into series is so much better, I think, than finding a new book
Yeah.
each
'Cause you know
time
that-
you finish one.
There's something to come.
Also, everyone's living a Court of Thorns and Roses, so that's a good recommendation, but I haven't even read it to know if it's good.
Same.
My sister. Oh, go.
Okay. I saw Nana yesterday, and she actually said that she read the first chapter, and it was giving Hunger Games vibes, but with fairies. And I was
Wow.
like, oh, okay.
Fairies. I don't even know the plot. Emma just finished that series. Literally, all
Did
of
she
them.
like it?
She loved it. She said that the books are huge. But
They're
apparently they're super easy to get through because they're just crazy entertaining.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good to hear. I thought it was going to be more like Twilight, and I could not get into Twilight.
Oh,
Yeah.
I read the first Twilight book.
I didn't read the Twilight books. I actually haven't even seen all the movies.
I saw the movies. They were fucking bad.
I've
But they're
seen
good.
2 of them. I
They're good,
like
though.
them.
I watched them for the first time in college, and I was just laughing the whole time.
No, you have to watch them as a middle school girl. That's who they're made for.
So let us know what you're reading in the comments down below so we can build the list, keep it going. And with that, we'll see you on the beach. We've
Yeah.
still got like an hour till we're there.
See ya.
See ya.
Hey guys, so what's in my Gucci bag? And one complaint about the Very Bradley is that there is really no pocket, so it's just a mess in here, but it holds everything. First off, I'm using conditioner. Then I have a Ziploc bag. And
Oh my
it has-
god, that's so much sunscreen.
I told you!
I have the same deodorant with me, too.
So I have deodorant, various sunscreen, different forms. A shovel. That was what I used before I had this. Okay, sorry. I have trail mix, book, grapes of wrath, baby wipes. If anyone needs these. Sometimes just like fresh. I have this bag. This just has my wallet, essential little items. Sunglasses, wide tooth comb, 2 spare water bottles because we're in heat wave. Although I didn't even use them.
Yeah, same.
Same. Literally dehydrated. My cover up. And then this always changes, but I just have a bag with a spare change of clothes just in case.
Oh.
You never know. Oh! I just ripped them. My Uno cards. And then there's something else. Is there?
That's it, I think.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's not that much stuff.
That's bad.
Nice.
A water bottle that doesn't smell.
Oh.
Does it smell?
Yeah.
That doesn't smell.
Clean.
Sounds great. A bag, lotion, hair ties, my shorts, a book, one day, Java sauce for coffee. Janina gave me this. This quality bag that's just sunscreen. With sunscreen. An after sun lotion.
Mm-hmm.
This is a beach towel. This is my umbrella cover that I have. Koozies. Scrunchie head. That's all I got.
Can I do a zoom in?
Yeah.
I can't believe you fit all this. It's so colorful. This looks beautiful, actually.
Okay, I'm a little bit of an overpacker because I've got 2 bags for us to go
Compared
through.
to this.
So, first up, speaker, phone, and phone pouches. I brought extras for the girls as well. Sunglasses. My hair ties are currently in my hair. Let's not talk about the giant knot that I had already.
We should have gotten that.
My hat. I wrote bucket hat down, but then I saw this one this morning and I said, no, it's perfect. Water bottle with ice in here as well. It should be Liquid IV, but ShopRite didn't have that yesterday. Not sponsored though, so that's why we have her. Liquid IV, I love you.
That's the brand lemonade that I make.
Hey!
Yeah.
Let's see. A container full of blueberries and strawberries. Extra water that I didn't touch. Goggles so I can pretend to be a mermaid and swim underwater, even though I didn't do that. Both of my trail mixes, s'mores and cookie dough. Been leaning towards the cookie dough, obviously.
That's
portable
not obvious.
charger.
They know you love s'mores.
Well, obviously, because that bag is more empty.
Oh.
We'll get into this in a second, but like all the little random tech things like portable chargers and just wires because you need them. A spare towel and a towel to lay on and get wet and get sandy as well. So that's bag number 1. We got flip-flops, obviously. A pool cover, obviously, or a suit cover, not a pool cover. And this back pouch is my clothes to change into and clean underwear because you will not catch me driving home in the bathing suit.
You will catch me driving over the beach.
Same. Car keys because I drove to Tangler. Lip plumper. Okay. Apparently I was feeling a little extra and brought my Bella Hadid perfume, thinking I was gonna smell that.
Can I smell?
Yeah. Thinking I was gonna wear it, not smell it. I know what it smells like. Advil in case we're too dehydrated and need drugs. And hand sanitizer because the one on my bag is running pretty low. Okay, moving on. Mermaid.
You have so much stuff.
Mermaid hand sanitizer. I call it per paranoid. Shout out Crime Junkie. You're paranoid and you're anxious, but you're prepared for anything. My iPad. One of the spare things. Okay, my cute little Paris box that's got all my little tech in here. So, in here, in the treasure chest, if I can open it. Oh no. Okay. I'll deal with that later. All the tech things. Little phone. This goes on my camera. Extra chargers to clean it. Wires, camera batteries, my AirPods. Frickin' a flash drive. Why do I have that? I don't know, but I do. Okay? Call it per paranoid. Stay there. We're almost done here, people, okay? Stay with me because I'm quick. My camera, my wallet, a little gel thingy, because I just know there's going to be sand in there afterwards, so.
Cool.
On top of that already. Tripod, And we're almost done, I promise. The book that I finished, it's called In 5 Years. I cried a little bit. My journal that I was going to write in, and my little fan. That's everything in my bag. You're welcome.